Hello, you guys. I hope you all are doing well. This is Relentless Renee, and I am back again to share a story with you guys. I am at work, so I hope that the background noise is not too loud. But anyway, I want to talk about this missing 4-year-old girl, Malia Davis. Now, this is such a sad story. This child was placed in her stepfather's care while her mother was supposedly have gone to, I guess, another state or whatever to go to a relative funeral. So he has a 1-year-old son. So he was left with the 1-year-old son and with the 4-year-old daughter out of Houston. Now, he claimed that he was on his way to pick the child's mother up from the airport. He heard some type of popping noise on his car tire, so he decides to pull over. So once he pulled over, he said 3 Mexican guys approached him and I guess made the comment about how pretty the little girl was. Okay, fast forward. From the news article I read, they were saying that I guess one of the guys supposed to have knocked him upside the head and he blinked out until the next day. When he woke up, he was somewhere he really didn't know, and also he had his 1-year-old. So why would 3 guys approach you in the first place? Why, when they finally found the car, I think on yesterday, your car didn't have no problems with the tire, no malfunctions, no anything. And my thing is, what happened to this child? To this day, she is missing right now. And you guys, you know I love to put video clips in my videos. I love, and I'm going to insert some pictures, but I don't want to get another copyright strike, and I got one that's coming off this month. But anyway, so this child has been missing a whole week, and I know that the family is praying for the best, but they're probably expecting the worst. But the mother, what I don't understand is, how in the world can you do a news conference and not have not one tear in your eyes? You can't even make a tear fall down. You constantly keep your face hidden because you know people are going to say something about you're not crying. And before anybody say anything about everybody grieve differently, yes, I totally agree that everybody grieve differently. That doesn't mean that, you know, she did something to her kid. Now, had it been me, I know my child was lost in Walmart, and then she wasn't even lost. She sat up under one of the clothing racks, like how you slide the clothes on the hangers, you know, look to see what you want. She was sitting down there hiding from me, and I was about to have a heart attack. It's like I literally got my stuff and say, let's go, and I left that buggy right where it was because my nerves were so shot. But this mother, she sit there and not one tear, and she constantly keeps saying, I just can't do this. I can't do this. What? I don't care how ghetto I was. I don't care how bad my vocabulary was. I don't care how bad I put words in the wrong, how I pronounce it. I would have my face plastered on that news conference, on every news conference, to get my child's story out. So the mother, to me, had a whole lot to hide. I really thought she had a whole lot to hide because there's no way that I'm going to sit there and say, I just can't do this. What you mean you can't do this? Your child is missing. You can't do this. And that tell it right there that it was more to the story than what meet the eye at the time. So, not to mention that she didn't even have rights to have her kid in her custody. She didn't have rights to that. None of her kids are with her. But she just so happened to have Malia, and then you go out of town and leave them with your boyfriend? I just don't get that. As mothers, we got to do better. We got to do better than what we're doing when it comes to being a parent. This child had been to the hospital so many times. This child had to wear a special kind of helmet because they had to take a piece of her skull. They had to take half of her skull. So her brain, I guess, she had bleeding on the brain. So with all this that's going on, how in the world can you not think that the mother didn't have anything to do with it? So as I was coming into work, I seen where they had another news conference, and once again, she's up there with her face covered because she can't even squeeze tears out. She can't even squeeze tears out. She had an activist speaking on her behalf. Now she had text messages that where the boyfriend had been texting her all kind of stuff, I guess, about the child, what he was going to do to the child or whatever. And I wonder how and why some people find it so easy to hurt somebody else's kid versus not hurting your own kid. You should treat all kids, hey, they depend on us. And it's just sad that the mother she's either trying to cover her behind or she's trying to save her boyfriend. But the point is, your daughter is missing. You have a 4-year-old kid that's out there missing. And I just can't fathom that. And all the injuries that this child has endured, my God, I don't get it. But you wake up 24 hours later because you was unconscious with just a knot on your head, but you still got your 1-year-old? I just don't get that. Now he's nowhere to be found. Now the mother want to say that they got in a huge argument because she saw pictures in his phone where he was sending new penis pics to another guy, and she was breaking it off with him. But why would you leave your kid with him? So now news have come out where a camera at the apartment complex showed where he came out with bottles of bleaches. I guess went and brought bottles of bleaches, and also a basket. And inside the basket was like a trash bag, possibly with Malia's body in it. It hadn't been confirmed, but we all know that he did something to that kid. Now you're nowhere to be found. You can't come and be questioning. You don't want to be questioning. So you're guilty. You're guilty. So parents, single parents, married parents, whatever it may be, ask God for discernment. Cover your kids from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet. Listen, just be a good parent. That's why we are, as mothers and so fathers, we're here to protect our children. I couldn't live with myself knowing that I let my kids down, or if I let my children down and I hadn't protected them the right way. But this guy, the stepfather, he did something to this child. He did something to it. And then it's like the mother, the reason why you can't cry and the reason why you don't want to show your face and just keeping your face covered is because you lying too. You lying either to save your butt from going to prison or to save his. So, if I ever neglect a pet or my kid or whatever, I'm going to woman up and be like, hey, I dropped the ball. But covering up something knowing your child is missing, I just don't get that. We as women need to do better. I thank God for my husband, because I'm trying to tell you, and my family, when my first two were born, my family was there, and I thank God for that. I didn't have to worry about my kid being abused or my kid being sexually assaulted or my kid missing. I didn't have to worry about that. And I thank God that my parents are the old school parents. But y'all, we just got to do better. Pray for this family. Pray that Malia, make it back home, and that something come out of this. A lesson is learned out of this. Love on your children, because nobody's going to love your kid like you do. And let me rephrase that. There are people who adopt, there are people who are step-parents, and they are magnificent. But all these crimes against these kids, you guys, we just got to do better. Even if you see someone abusing a child or have abused, or a child look like they're being abused, report it. Report it. Maybe you'll be that one to save that child's life. But y'all, that's all I got to say. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace. Hello, you guys. I hope you all are doing well. This is Relentless Renee, and I am back again to share a story with you guys. I am at work, so I hope that